The existence of many products over the years has confused me, Mario's being a classic example of this, but I don't think that any product has confused me more than Huel. I have my notes so I don't forget anything, please don't judge me. For those of you who don't know what Huel is, it's marketed as a product that can be used to substitute a meal. It's consumed mainly in liquid form. It has the same consistency as a smoothie or a really thick dairy product like kefir, although I'm not really sure how fair the comparison is because those two are both real foods. But anyways, you can buy it directly from their website in a variety of different forms. Most popular seems to be this powder featured here, which you mix with water and then you consume this as a meal. But you can also buy it in ready-made forms. There's a snack version, and they've also released this new hot and savoury range. I think the biggest selling point of Huel is that it's marketed as a nutritionally complete food. I've been doing so much of this in this video. Nutritionally complete food, quoting from their website. This means every Huel meal contains a balance of all 26 essential vitamins, minerals, proteins, essential fats, carbs, fibre, phytonutrients in a single product. I actually messed up reading that quote there, so it's not a complete quote, it's more of a paraphrase. There's a few other things I'd like to mention about it, just while I'm sort of giving the overall description of the product. First of all, it's plant-based, so that keeps the vegans happy, and it's also apparently sustainable, so that's banging. So if at this point you're sitting there, quite like how I was, thinking to yourself, why would you want to consume this sort of gloopy looking powder over a meal? Great question. Let's take a deeper look into their website, shall we? Why we created Huel and why we believe it's the future of food. They talk a bit about, I guess, the vision or the reason for the product's existence. Quoting from their website here. In an ideal world, we'd all have time to select, buy, prep and cool a meal made of whole foods and have the knowledge to ensure we're getting the complete nutrition we need. But unfortunately, this is not always possible, especially when we're on the go or in a rush. So most people often resort to junk food that is quick but very unhealthy. Think snacking on a bag of crisps or a bar of chocolate, or grabbing a sandwich or a cheeseburger for lunch. I never really thought sandwiches were that unhealthy, but anyways. Sadly, all this food is optimised for taste over nutrition, which is the essential value of food. Fair point. We believe that Huel could be the solution to this problem. Huel is ideal for those time-pressured meals, when you're on the go, in a rush and away from the kitchen. Typically this means breakfast or lunch during the working week, leaving room to enjoy a more traditional meal with family and friends in the evening or at the weekend. So from what I can understand about what Huel are saying their target market is, it seems to be focused on people who don't always have time to eat healthily, have time-pressured meals, and therefore this is like a healthy alternative to eating something unhealthy, such as a sandwich. So before I judged Huel too harshly, I wanted to give it a go myself.
So the first thing I needed to do was actually procure some Huel. You can buy it directly from their website, which I didn't want to do because I didn't want to have such large quantities of the stuff. So instead I drove 7 miles to a garage near my house with some ready-made bottles.
Okay, so I have the stuff. Let's give it a try. This is the chocolate flavour, which is apparently ready to drink. This bottle has 400 calories in it. My biggest question is if I'm going to feel satisfied once I've finished it or not. So, it smells like, I don't know, like a chocolate milkshake. Oh, that's so good. It reminds me of like protein powder, which I've never particularly enjoyed. And then it has like at the end of it like really that like horrible fake like artificial sweetening. I've had 2 sips of this and I actually can't believe I need to drink this for the next 3 days. I'm just gonna drink it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah,
Just
do it. I'm doing it.
Don't
I'm just
worry
gonna
about
drink
my
it.
mouth. Just you do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drink it.
Just do it.
Yeah,
Just do it.
I'm just
You
right
do
now.
it.
Right now.
In order.
Despite how much willpower I like to think I have, after exactly 1 meal of instant Huel, I knew that there was absolutely no way I was going to be eating this for the next few days, unless I could find something that tasted a little bit nicer. So I contacted an old work colleague who used to drink the stuff to ask if she had any spare, which she did. So I headed over to collect my brand new unflavoured, unsweetened Huel.
What do you think, Jake? Look good?
Success. Now we're moving up in the world. This one is unflavoured and unsweetened. It's 4 p.m. right now, which is a bit of an unconventional lunchtime, but honestly I feel like I've been procrastinating it because I'm still pretty traumatised by this morning's experience. I'm really hoping that the lack of artificial sweetener in this one makes it like a bit nicer. I'm not sure how much water to add to this, so I guess I'll just guess. I've gone for that much. So this is the unsweetened, unflavoured gruel. Oh, sorry, I meant Huel. I prefer this to this morning's one because this morning's one was like so sweet, but like having said that, it kind of just tastes like exceptionally boring. I just can't believe that people drink it and like enjoy it. No matter how time pressed I was, I would much rather eat something else than eat this, you know? Like it's just so grim. Like, am I just a diva when it comes to food? Like, I don't know. Alright. So what I learned yesterday was that I could not eat raw Huel like that by itself again because that was just far too depressing. So I had a look online and there seems to be two main things that you can do. One is add coffee and the second one is to add... Today I'm going to add banana to try and make it a bit better. And then we need 100 grams of everybody's favourite. Smells so delicious. I'm halfway through my takeaway Huel. It tastes better actually than yesterday and it's not as bad, but I'm still not like enjoying it. It's still an effort to drink it, but the hungrier I get, the more I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe I will consume some. So I tried to do 3 days of Huel. I made it a day and a half, and when it got to lunchtime on the second day, I was done with eating Huel. I just think that like the thought of drinking this liquidy drink that didn't really fill me up that much when I could just have like a meal which would, that was like where it came down to. The biggest complaint I had, and by far the most important one for me, was the taste. I just didn't vibe the taste of it. I tried it in a few different flavours and a few different mixtures, and every single time the one with the banana was best. When it came to the fourth meal, I was thinking that I would rather just not eat this meal than eat Huel. So from a taste perspective, it really, I just didn't vibe it at all. I think the second reason why I have such beef with Huel is because I think that the problem that it's trying to solve, so this idea of being like too busy to eat healthily, I feel shouldn't exist. Huel feels very Silicon Valley tech solution to a problem, fast-paced hustle culture lifestyle sort of thing. My biggest issue with it is that if you're too busy to find time to eat, I feel that you should be reassessing your priorities.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
Rather than consuming this heavily processed, nutritionally complete food. I don't feel as though Huel is actually fixing a problem. I feel it's just kind of like putting a plaster over a problem. Particularly now, I feel that we live in this world of so much like hustle culture, like being productive all the time, like studying all the time, like making millions of pounds, and I feel like Huel really kind of fuels that sort of mentality. Had a bit of a rant there, thanks for listening. Because Huel was in a liquid form, when I was consuming it, I didn't really feel as though it filled me up. So by the time I got to dinner time, even though I knew that I'd consumed 800 calories, I was in a really bitchy mood. I was so hungry. I just wanted to eat like everything in my house. So I have a degree in biochemistry, which I barely use now that I'm a software engineer. One of the things I learned about was the digestive tract and how all that fits together. So when you put food into your mouth, you immediately start chewing, and this releases enzymes, digestive enzymes and amylase, and this starts to break down the food. But what it also does is it prepares your stomach to receive food. So with Huel, you're completely removing some of the digestive processes because you're no longer chewing, and instead you're just consuming liquid. Because I wasn't doing the chewing and everything, I feel as though my body, even though I'd had the calories, didn't feel as satisfied, because even though I'd consumed the calories, it didn't feel like I consumed a meal. And that to me was an issue, and it just made me not a very nice person for those days. I think the biggest argument against what I'm saying is that, oh, you didn't do it for long enough, you didn't give it enough time for your body to adapt. And I do believe the body would have adapted because the body is a resourceful motherfucker, but I didn't want to. I want to talk a bit about the like nutritionally complete in every meal concept. Most meals as a whole are not nutritionally complete, you know? Like I don't know if I've ever consumed a meal in my life other than Huel that would be counted as nutritionally complete. The different foods just naturally have different nutrients and minerals and vitamins in them. Having a nutritionally complete meal every meal is kind of weird. Like, this is the concept of having a nutritionally complete lifestyle, is that an accumulation of all your meals throughout the day results in a nutritionally balanced and complete meal, right?
Take 2.
Thanks, Ma. I think Huel is really great for people who just have no interest in eating. Like, food doesn't excite them, they don't enjoy the flavour of food. I just don't think that consuming healthy food needs to be that difficult. There are so many options to do this healthily. You can like bulk prepare meals and eat them throughout the week. I just feel that your life doesn't need to be this. My concluding thoughts on Huel is that I will probably never eat it again. Even though I skip meals, I think personally I would rather skip the meal and be really hungry and eat something massive later than consume this, frankly. Huel rhymes with gruel for a reason, guys. Oh yeah, and if you know anybody who would like a pretty full packet of Huel, please let me know. Donating to a good cause. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my interpretation on Huel, and I would really love to hear your thoughts and comments of it, no matter how much you disagree or agree with me. Really interested to hear it. Thanks.